champions of the Prince Creek Valley Athletic Conference. It gives us great pleasure tonight to recognize those senior members in the marching band, the varsity cheerleaders, and of course our Thunder football team. It is always sad to see your seniors leave, but with the upcoming football championship still before us, there is tremendous excitement and anticipation of what is yet to come. We would just like to thank our seniors for all their efforts to pull our program together and wish them the very best of luck in the upcoming weeks. Also, we would be remiss if we didn't recognize our wonderful parents who have been so faithful and supportive to encourage their sons and daughters to achieve at the level that they have. To our parents, we will always be appreciative. And now we would like to introduce these fine seniors as well as their respective parents to all of you. When I call out the student's name, would you please escort your parents out onto the football field? Representing the marching band, we have Matt Barnes, son of Reverend Art and Christy Barnes. Brian Brown, son of Tom and Jane Brown. Marvin Hall, son of Douglas and Dorothy Hall. And the fourth senior from the marching band, Jeremy Hartzell, son of Grant and Ruth Hartzell. And now, representing our varsity cheerleaders, Kelly Freeze, daughter of Bill and Helen Freeze. And Angie Waring, daughter of Boyd and Sarah Waring. We have one senior football manager, Lisa Corey, daughter of Larry and Karen Corey. And now representing our Thunder football team, Mac Dickey, son of Daniel and Loretta Dickey. Brian Gillette, son of Tom Gillette and Patricia Gillette. Steve Hawthorne, son of Kent and Emily Hawthorne. A reminder that all the participants in the band, the cheerleaders, and our football team, along with their parents, are invited to stay for cake and coke in the high school cafeteria following tonight's football game. Would you please all rise now as the LHS pep band, or marching band, plays our national anthem, followed by the LHS alma mater. Let's have a nice round of applause for all of our seniors, as well as our senior peers, and of course, our marching band. The tri-captains for the Lions meeting at midfield. Steve Hawthorne along with Brian Gillette. And also representing the Lions, Mac Dickey. The three seniors on the Lions football team. The Cochranton Cardinals likewise have three seniors in their starting lineup that I'll be introducing after the starting flipping of the coin.
Steve Marwood.
Drazina and Harvey, the two seniors representing Coach Dick DeAngie's Cochranton Cardinals. And the Cochranton Cardinals will be receiving the Lions, will be kicking off and defending the north goal. We'll have the introduction of the Cochranton Cardinals as soon as their members return to the lineup. Number 71, Delwood Smith. At end, a junior, number 19, Doug Fairfield. At the other end, the junior, number 49, Ethan Falvey. The Cardinal quarterback, a junior, number 10, Matt Bernarding. In the backfield, a sophomore, number 22, Scott McLean. At the other halfback, a junior, number 27, Kevin Kant. And rounding out the Cardinals, a senior, fullback, number 17, Paul Drazina. The Cardinals are coached by Mr. Dick DeAngie, committed tonight's ball game with a record of 4 wins and 3 defeats. And now introducing the Lions Thunder, who comes in tonight with a 7-0 record. At center, a senior, number 72, Steve Hawthorne. At left guard, a junior, number 53, Ken York. At right guard, a senior, number 56, Mac Dickey. At left tackle, a sophomore, number 50, Warren Love. At right tackle, a junior, number 31, J.J. Potts. At tight end, a junior, number 21, Jason Dietz. At the split end, a junior, number 88, Justin Corey. The Lion quarterback, a junior, number 12, Lenny McCullough. In the backfield, a junior, number 24, Mike Drexler. In the slot back, a junior, number 30, Trevor Oates. And the Lion fullback, a senior, number 32, Brian Gillette. Head coach of the Lions in his 19th season, Mr. Dan McCullough. For the Lions. And Drexler. And finally driven out of bounds by Mike Drexler. And over the top goes Matt Bernarding. So a big run back for Bernarding brings the ball back to the Lions, 45-yard line. Gives on the pitch to Kevin Cans, and Cans rumbles for about 6 yards on the play to the Lion 40-yard line. Second down and 3 at the Lion 40-yard line. Bernarding, junior quarterback. Gives off to Drazina. Drazina, Drexler pulls him down after a pickup of a couple yards. Check it. Kevin Cants was the ball carrier. Picks up a couple yards. Brings up third down and 2. Goes to Cans, and Cans for the first down. So Kevin Cans drives the ball inside the 35 to the 33-yard line, and the Cardinals have their first down. Full out backfield behind Bernarding. Bernarding pitches to Cans. Cans dives ahead for about 3 yards to the 30-yard line. Pickup of about 4 yards on the play. Second down and 6. Ball at the 29-yard line. Goes to Drazina, and Drazina picks up about 1.5 yards on the play, bring up third down. Brian Gillette in on that stop for the Lions. Third down and about 4. Ben Stout, the center for the Cardinals, up over the ball. Fairfield split wide on the left side. Bernarding, second man through, Cants. And Cants is buried at the 25, but a pickup on the play of 2 or 3 yards. Fourth down and a long yard at the 25-yard line. Fourth and a long yard. And a pitch to Cants. And it appears to be very close. We'll see what the officials spot the football. And official timeout on the field for a measurement. So the Cardinals at the Lions 23-yard line have a first down. Cans the ball carrier to the 20-yard line. Drazina, the ball carrier. Mike Drexler making that stop. And pick up of about a yard on the play to about the 18-yard line. Third down. And about 6 at the 18-yard line. Looks to throw. And caught the ball. A pickup of about 3 yards on the play. Drazina caught that pass from Bernarding, so Bernarding goes 1 for 1 in the pass department. Brings up the 4th down and a long 2. The ball at the 16-yard line. Cardinals have a first down at the Lion 14. Pitch goes to Kance, and Kance has stood up. It'll be close. And once again, the officials will have to come in for a measurement on 4th down. Lions football at the 14-yard line. So after the Cardinals have picked up 2 first downs, the Lions will take over on downs at their own 14-yard line. Lenny McCullough, of course, doing the quarterbacking for the Lions. And a pitch to Drexler. Drexler gets quick loose, and Drexler finally gets up to about the 19-yard line. So a pickup of 5 yards on the play brings up 2nd down and 5. Brian Potts bringing in the play from head coach Dan McCullough. Steve Hawthorne, senior center, up over the ball for the Lions. And McCullough gives on a lead to Gillette. Brian Gillette to the outside. Big run by Brian Gillette, the senior fullback, to the Cardinals 36-yard line. Gillette Drexler in behind McCullough. Give goes to Drexler. Drexler behind the ball. Taking that stop on Drexler. And the Lions quickly have 2 first downs. And the ball spotted just outside or about the 12-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 12. Two monstrous runs by Gillette and Drexler with the Lions at the 12.
Hey, Brian, go through!
And Gillette down the middle, the fullback. Pick up of about 3 yards on the play. So it's 2nd down and 7 as the Lions break inside the 10-yard line. Football right at the Cardinals 10-yard line. 2nd down and 7. And Drexler. Drexler picks up about 5 or 6 yards down to about the 5-yard line. So 3rd down and about 2 as the Lions can pick up a 1st down on the 2-yard line. So the Lions now faced with a big 4th down situation as a big defensive effort on the Cardinals that time. 4th down and about 2 at the Cardinal 5-yard line. Throws back across the green on 4th down and picks up 6 points for the Lions at the 2:44 mark. Lions attempting a 2-point conversion. And McCullough on a keeper takes it in for 2 points. McCullough takes off to Drexler and on a keeper picks up the 2 points. So it's timeout on the field. The Lions 8 and the Cardinals nothing. Of Richter as the Cardinals bring the ball up to the 32-yard line. Matt Bernarding doing the quarterbacking for the Cardinals. Bernarding on a pitch. Paul Drazina, the senior fullback, carrying that ball for the Cardinals. Picks up a couple yards. Brings up 2nd down and 8 as we approach the 2-minute mark in the 1st quarter. Goes to Drazina again, and Gillette in on that stop, along with Kenny York. A gain of a yard or so on the play brings up 3rd down and 6. Split wide on the left side. And Bernarding fires! Incomplete as somebody, J.J. Potts, got a hand on that aerial of Bernarding as the pass was intended for Scott McLean on a inside cut. Stops the clock, brings up 4th down and 6. So the Cardinals in a punting situation. Doing the punting will be Doug Fairfield, 6-foot junior for the Cardinals. Drexler deep for the Lions. Fairfield punt, comes it, and a fair catch called for by Jason Dietz at the 40-yard line. So the Lions now with their second offensive set start this time from the 40-yard line. McCullough to Gillette into the middle, and Gillette powers ahead for about 3 or 4 yards on the play. We'll call it 3 yards. Dan Burchill making that stop for the red and white. Brings up 2nd down and 7. Perhaps the last play of the first quarter coming up. And McCullough, look, fires. And Drexler over the middle, picks up a first down. Paul Drazina in on that stop of Drexler, and the Lions pick up their 3rd first down. So with 15 seconds to go in quarter number 1, we probably will not get the play off. And the whistle blows, so the second quarter will start with the Lions at the 40-yard line of the Cochranton Cardinals. At the end of one quarter, the Lions 8 and the Cardinals nothing. Lions will start the second quarter at the Cardinal 39-yard line. And a quick hip goes to Gillette down the middle. And Gillette rambles for about 5 yards on the play. 4 yards they'll mark it. Jason Miller making that stop for the Cardinals after a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. And McCullough on a keeper. Eddie McCullough runs. And McCullough is down on the play, short of a first down. Drazina in on that stop, along with Bernarding. So I'll bring up a 3rd down and a couple. Third down and a couple. Drexler straight ahead for the first down. Mike Drexler carries that ball down to about the 27-yard line. First down, number 4 for the Lions. McCullough, back to pass. McCullough fires! And it's complete to Mike Drexler for a pickup of a couple yards on the play, down to the 25-yard line. McCullough, 3 for 3 here in the first half. 1 touchdown, 1 first down. And we draw the first flag of the football game, as the Cardinals did a good job of jumping the count. And the penalty is going to be marked off against the Lions on the play, although there was...
Nice try.
And it is declined, so it'll bring up a third down. A loss of a couple yards on the play brings up third down and 11. I believe the call was an illegal block. Third down 11 as the Lions attempted a reverse for the first time in quite a while. Third down 11. The ball at the 28-yard line. With the decline penalty, there was loss of down, so it is third down and 11. And McCullough, and picked off by Bernarding. Bernarding's got a wide open field, and drugged down from behind by Kenny York. Slipped on the play. It was picked off by Bernarding, and the first turnover of the ball game goes against the Lions, and it intercepted pass. So the Cardinals will start from their own 47-yard line. And Bernarding is being tugged down from behind, as I believe on the bottom of that pile was Brian Potts, had a hold of Bernarding's jersey and throwing for a yard loss on the play. Second down and 11. Bernarding being chased. J.J. Potts along with Kenny York in there for sack number 2. So the Lions come up with back-to-back sacks on Bernarding. So it'll bring up third down and about 20. And on a reverse, the ball goes to number 22, Scott McLean, on a reverse, and got back 10 of the 20 yards, so it'll bring up fourth down and 10. Doing the punting for the Cardinals is Doug Fairfield. Dietz and Drexler deep for the Lions. And Fairfield gets a good high kick away. And Drexler. And Drexler fumbles the ball but jumps on it. So the Lions this time will start back around the 20-yard line. I believe the ball is sitting at the 20. First down for the Lions. 6:15 remaining in the first half. Lions on top by 8. Both teams have their full contingent of timeouts here in the first half. Gillette, the ball carrier, off the left side. And no gain on the play, so it brings up second down and 10. Dawn Stout taking that stop for the Cardinals. Second down and 10. Bryant caught, split wide on the left side. And the give goes to Drexler. And Drexler picks up maybe a couple of yards before Jason Miller makes that stop. Make it only a yard, so it'll be third down and 9. McCullough, look, throws, and picked off by Kevin Camp. Pass is intended for Jason Deeks, but turnover number 2 for the Lions has 2 interceptions here in the second quarter. Charge to the Lions, their first timeout. Time goes to Gantz, and Gantz picks up a couple yards on the play. They set it on about the 19-yard line, so we'll call it third down and 9. Gives the Cans again. A good tackle by the Lions. Mac Dickey makes that big hit. Pick up of a couple yards brings up third down and 7. Third down and 7 for the Cardinals. Again, Mac Dickey playing his final game here at home. Comes up with 2 big tackles back-to-back and brings up a fourth down situation. And so the Cardinals, with 3:22 remaining in the half, call timeout. Cardinals, and we got a reverse. And so the flea flicker, as 2 Cardinals were wide open in the end zone with no one near them. And so the Cardinals draw to within 2 at 3:13. Attempting to stop the 2-point conversion. And penalty flags go off. We'll see what the penalty is. the 1.5-yard line. So the Lions with their backs to the wall. And Kenny York, a big tackle for the Lions. And so with 3:13 remaining in the half, the Lions on top by 2. Deep to the Lions. Harvey's kick is a line drive to Drexler. And Drexler looking for running room. Drexler run out of bounds up around the 30-yard line. So the Lions with a little over 3 minutes to go in that first half. We'll see what they can do. Ball sitting right at the 30-yard line. First down here in the first half. Lions have 4, Cardinals have 2. Cardinals have 2 interceptions on their side. Gives off on the play, and there's a loss on the play as the ball is given to Brian Gillette. So it'll bring up second down and 10. A long 10. Loss of a foot or 2 on the play. Drexler tries to get outside, does get outside. Finally driven out of bounds, stops the clock up at midfield. So the Lions have their 5th first down at midfield. Lions have a first down just across midfield in Cochranton territory. And Drexler once again. And Drexler picks up maybe a yard on the play. Second down and 9. Don Harvey in on that stop for head coach Dick DeAngie. As we approach the 2-minute mark. Steve Hawthorne, senior center, up over the pigskin for the Lions. Pot split wide on the left end. And on a reverse, and tripped up on the play. Doug Fairfield reached out an arm and tripped up the Lion runner, Trevor Oates. So a loss on the play of a yard, so comes up third down and 10. And we have timeout taken by the Lions as they face a third down and 10 with 1:18 remaining in the half. Lions faced with third down and 10, 1:18 and a half. Fires to Drexler. And at the line of scrimmage. So we'll see what happens. And offensive hold against the Lions. So we'll nullify that big gainer by the Lions. Bring up third down once again. And third down and 20 this time. Offensive holding charged against the Lions. McCullough fires and bumped on the play, but no penalty flag at the 41-yard line as Jason Dietz was the intended receiver and brings up a fourth down for the Lions. And Mike Drexler will do the punting from back at his own 30-yard line. And Drexler, punt end over end. And it's going to be down at the 38-yard line. So the Cardinals, with 38 seconds remaining and 2 timeouts, start out from their own 39-yard line. In the first half. Bernarding hands off on a play. And Paul Trezina picks up about 8 yards on the play. And timeout is charged to the Cardinals with 10 seconds remaining in the half. Money yet on the band 50-50. Remember, the last 4 digits is 5800-5800. Matt Bernarding on the last play of the first half and gives on a reverse to McLean, and McLean picks up the first down and timeout. Charged the final timeout by the Cardinals with 4 seconds remaining. So the Cardinals pick up their third first down. Pizza Joe's has arrived, so any of you looking for some good hot Pizza Joe's, lots of it downstairs. They deliver hot at halftime, so after we get 4 ticks off this clock, the concession. And Bernarding, back to pass. Bernarding throwing a Hail Mary, and Drexler picks it up. Drexler brings the ball back to about the 30-yard line. So, as both teams head off to the locker room, the Lions holding on to a slim 2-point margin by a score of 8-6. They'll go on sale at Wednesday, and the price is $3 for this first round game. The finals, if we are in the finals, the following week would be $4 per ticket. So there are $3 tickets this week available at the high school, and some of the proceeds of that comes back to the Lions. So please, we can't encourage you enough to buy your tickets at the high school, because some of that money later on is returned. the Cochranton Cardinals, number 75, Don Harvey, will be doing the kicking off. And a kick comes to Drexler. Drexler at the 14-yard line. Drexler looking for a block. Gets a block by Drexler. One man to beat. And Drexler cuts back and is beaten by Harvey. Don Harvey, who kicked off the football, downs Drexler at the 45-yard line. So Mike Drexler brings it from the 14-yard line to the Cardinal 45, where the Orange Thunder goes on offense. And a give goes to Gillette. Gillette dives ahead for a yard or two, as the Cardinals have been able to keep Gillette yardage down after that first play of the ball game. Jason Miller making that stop for the red and white. Both of these ball clubs have only 3 seniors on them, along with Cambridge Springs, so next year should be a whale of a battle for the FCVC championship with so many young teams in the league. And a give goes to Drexler. Drexler tackled from behind. Jason Miller once again, and a loss of 1 on the play brings up, loss of 2 on the play brings up 3rd down and 11. So the ball just outside the Cardinal 45-yard line. Lenny McCullough looks, fires, complete to Mike Drexler, as McCullough got upended in the backfield, and Don Harvey slow to get up, hobbling back to the huddle. So the Lions pick up first down number 6, second by way of the pass. Drexler cuts back inside, and Drexler gets down to around the 25-yard line. Pick up 4 yards by Mike Drexler, brings up 2nd down and 6. And Drexler is stopped at the line of scrimmage as by Doug Fairfield, making that stop for the Cardinals. So no gain on the play, brings up 3rd down and 6. For the Lions, 8.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. And McCullough looks. McCullough throws. Complete. And into the end zone. Mike Drexler from the 25-yard line as McCullough threads the needle over the top of the defender. And Drexler, 1 step ahead of his man, goes in for the touchdown. McCullough, 5 for 6 on the night. Did throw 2 interceptions. And I believe that's the first time this year that McCullough has thrown 2 interceptions in the same ball game. Lions will attempt 2-point conversion. And on a keeper, looking for a block, hits to the corner, and McCullough is in. So Lenny McCullough on the bootleg goes in for the 2-point conversion.
Why did he say this, man?
Mike Drexler kicks off for the 4th time. And loose ball picked up by Bernarding. Bernarding drug down from behind. Mike Farrell is the one that ran him down from behind. So the Cardinals start out from inside their 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Officials have timeout on the field.
Listen to all this action. Took his helmet off first, so I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
But he didn't tell us.
One went off and threw his helmet.
Looks to be 1st down and 20, a 10-yard walk-off.
I thought maybe he didn't have his mouthpiece or something. He didn't have his pants on. Something the officials caught. I don't know what it was.
Down for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals down the ball, so bring up 2nd down. Cardinals now face the 2nd down and 20. And Bernarding looking, and goes incomplete as he's back close to the goal line and had to unload that football in a big hurry. We'll stop the clock and bring up 3rd down.
Hope somebody does.
First time I've ever seen that.
3rd down and 20. And a quick punt. And a penalty flag flies as well. So we'll see what happens on that as the ball goes dead at the 46-yard line.
Everybody's lost.
I have no idea.
cheerleaders against the Cardinals. Cardinals had not had a penalty, I don't believe, until this series of downs. And I'm not sure how many to count in this series. But anyway, we'll end up with a 3rd down and 25, I assume, which will take the ball down to around the 4 or 5 yard line. So now the Cardinals are getting in the precarious position of being close to the goal line. And they do appear to be going to punt on 3rd down. And gets a high punt away, and end-over-end kick. Takes a Cochranton bounce and stops at the 30-yard line. So the Lions will start at the Cardinal 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
Real quick, guys, are going that way.
Mixed up as they are.
Real quick, guys.
McCullough goes to work. Gives off to Gillette on that quick opener. That quick trap for a couple of yards. So moves inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. Ben Stout in on that stop for Coach DeAngie. Cardinals committed tonight's ball game with a 4-3 record. And McCullough gets to Drexler. Drexler tripped up on the play initially by number 55, 65. That was Dennis France. So I'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. McCullough on a keeper, trying to turn the end. And McCullough running for the flag, knocked out of bounds over there. And stopped short of the 1st down, so it'll bring up a 4th down, and we'll see where they spot the football. 4th down and about a long 2, or 4th and 3. 6 more hot pizzas just came from Pizza Joe's, so if you want some hot Pizza Joe's, 6 fresh pizzas just arrived at the concession stand. So a 4th down for the Lions. 4th down and about 3. And Drexler is spinning forward, but be awful close as the spinning Drexler tries to pick up that 1st down. We'll see where they spot the football.
Nope.
And there's official time out on the field for a measurement. Once again, 6 hot pizzas has just arrived from Pizza Joe's, so you want to pick up some hot pizza? And it is short Cochranton football. So the Cardinals come up with a big defensive play and take over on downs, as the Cardinals have been very stingy on defense tonight. And on this, it is Paul Drazina carries that ball off the right side, pick up 4 or 5 yards on the play before Mike Drexler makes that stop. Call it 2nd down and 6. That's the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. on a keeper. Check that. Camps carried the ball and gets very close to a first down. So it's third down and less than a yard for the Cardinals. Third down and 1 for the Cardinals. And a pitch deep. And spread it out. Christina. And gets up to about the 34-yard line, which should be enough for a first down. First down, Cardinals, number 3 on the night. Number 4 on the night. First down for the Cardinals. And inside cut on the play by Kevin Cans. Brian Gillette in making that stop after a pickup of 4 yards by Cans. Brings up second down and 6 as we close in on the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. Second down and 6. Bernarding looks, fires, complete on the play to number 19, Doug Fairfield, making that pass and picking up first down number 5. So the Cardinals now put together 2 back-to-back first downs. They haven't done that since back in the first quarter when the Cardinals drove down to about the Lions' 15-yard line. First down at the 49-yard line. Bernarding pitches to Cans. Cans noses across midfield to the Lion 48-yard line, about 47-yard line. Lenny McCullough in there on the stop. Gain of 4 yards on the play, brings up second down and 6. Putting together a long drive here. And a pitch goes to Cans. Cans pulls ahead for another 2 or 3 yards. So brings up third down and along 2, about 3rd and 2. Gillette and McCullough once again making that stop on Cans. Bernarding pitches to Cans again. Cans met right at the as that ended the first down, but I believe that it is a first down, and it is. So the ball will be swatted at the 40-yard line for the Cardinals when they move to the other side of the field. Don't forget, when you leave tonight, the FFA is still moving a lot of cider and would appreciate it. This will be their final batch of go. Over on the sidelines, may go all the way back the original 19 years of football here at Linesville. As we're playing out the last game of the 19th season of football, all under head coach Dan McCullough, looking for championship number 4 in the 19 years. It's been 10 years since the Lions held the FCBC crown back in 1982. And the pitch goes to Cance. So Kevin Cance rambles again for about 6 yards, brings up 2nd down and 4. Second down and 4 as we're in the first minute of the 4th quarter. Bernarding gives off on the play to Drazina, and Drazina dives down to about the 30-yard line, and another first down. So 7 first downs now for the Cardinals, who are up 1 on the Lions, who have 6 first downs here in the ball game. The Cardinals dominated the Maplewood game last week on statistics, but lost the football game. And Cance, and penalty flag goes down. So the game relatively penalties being few in number, and it's going to be an offensive hold charged against the Cardinals. Penalty marked off against the Cardinals. So it'll bring up a first down and 20 as they move the ball back out to the 40-yard line. Pigskin sitting right at the 40. Don't forget, the Lions tickets for next Saturday night will go on sale Wednesday morning at the high school, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday during normal office hours. First and 20 for Bernarding. Pitches, looks, throws, overthrows. As the pass was intended for Doug Fairfield. In on the coverage is Mike Drexler. The Cardinals picking up their touchdown originally on the flea flicker. Second down and 20. Fumble on a play, picked it up, and unloads, and complete. As a tremendous catch on the play. Fairfield brought down that ball. Lions was right with him, but of course the offensive person gets to the possession of the football. So a pickup of 15 yards on the play brings up third down and 5. As Bernarding had to unload, but a great catch by Fairfield. Bernarding looks, throws, and the Lion had bumped. Lenny McCullough had the ball in his hand and was bumped by his own player that knocked it loose. And Bernarding slow to get up. So it brings up fourth down and 5.
They're going to go for it.
Come on, Lions! Let's go! Dorothy Bird! Come on, team! Come on, guys, push it back!
Fourth down and 5 as most teams would face with a lot of fourth down situations, and the pitch goes to Cance, and Cance comes up short. Brian Potts makes the stop for the Lions. Brian Potts, a 5'11" sophomore, 175-pounder, makes that stop for the Lions. And so the Lions return the favor after the Cardinals stop the Lions. at about the same position on the field.
All the way down. You got a long ways to go, but you can do it.
So as we move in on the 9-minute mark, Lions go on offense. Drexler slants that ball, rambles for nearly 10 yards on the play. Those of you waiting for hot coffee, it is ready. They have had a hard time, I understand, keeping up with the coffee supply tonight. They have long been going on hot chocolate. But the new coffee has just been made, I've been told, so if you're waiting for that fresh cup of brew, it's downstairs. And there's still some hot pizza from Pizza Joe's remaining. 9-yard pickup by Mike Drexler. Second down and 1.
Come on, guys. Oh, Trevor, go.
And Gillette, no.
Not very good,
Trevor Oates was the ball carrier, and a big loss on the play of about 8 yards, 7 yards on the play. Will now bring up third down and 8. Third down and 8 for the Lions. And McCullough is sacked from the Lions side and fumbled the football, and the Cardinals came up with it. So the Lions with their third turnover of the night, this time a fumble on the play. So the Cardinals now have a first down at the Lions' 20-yard line. And Bernarding is tripped up by number 84, Brian Potts. So Potts is the one that came up with a big play on the last series and tripped up Bernarding for a loss on the play of 6 yards. So it'll bring up second down and 16 at the 7-minute mark. And Bernarding pitches to Cans. And Cans is swamped near the line of scrimmage. All over before the Lions got there, but couldn't hold on to that aerial from Bernarding. So it brings up a fourth down and 10. And we have a timeout on the field, charged to the Cardinals. So with 6 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the ball game, Lions on top by 10. Don't forget, tickets go on sale Wednesday morning at the high school. Will be on sale Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Price is $3 for the first playoff game versus the Iroquois Braves next Saturday night at 7:30 at Erie Veterans Memorial Stadium. We encourage all Lion fans to please buy their tickets at the high school for that contest, as part of the proceeds will go to the Lions from that pre-sale. The Lions receive none of the gains of tickets bought at Erie Veterans Stadium. So please buy your tickets at the high school if you're attending that ball game next Saturday night. 4th down for the Cardinals. Bernarding looks. Bernarding looks and fires. And incomplete. And so the Lions will take over on down. As 2 or 3 Lions were in there on Bernarding as he stepped forward to throw the football. For the Lions from the 20. And a give goes to Drexler. And Drexler banged down on the play. Ben Stout in on that stop for the Cardinals. Gain of 2 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 8. Lions would certainly like to thank all their fans who have supported them this year, both on the road as well as home. Fortunately for the Lions, the season doesn't end here tonight. And we look for a lot of you to continue with the Lions into the playoffs. And a give goes to Gillette, up the middle. Pick up 3 or 4 yards, keeps the clock moving. For the Lions. Third down and 5. Big play here for the Lions as they want to try to control that football to control their own destiny. And a give goes to Drexler, and Drexler can't get outside, so no gain on the play. Bring up a punting situation for the Lions. The Lions, of course, will have to battle the Cardinals next year on the last game of the year down at Cochranton on a Saturday afternoon ball game. Some fine teams coming back next year to the FCVC. And Drexler, punt, end over end at the 50. Bounces back to the 45 and is down there. So the Cardinals will start from their own 45-yard line.
Hold him up.
3:32 remaining in the ball game. As the Lions here trying to hold off the tough Cardinals. And complete an 8-0 season. Bernarding, back to pass, and Bernarding unloads with all pressure and overthrown. Kenny York blitzing in from the left side, classic of last week. Don't forget, immediately following the ball game, we'd like to have all of those that can help out with the boosters and a quick cleanup of the field. Final time of the year. So we just ask if some of you could give up 5 or 10 minutes of your time, stick around and help out the boosters. Boosters do a tremendous job, and we appreciate all their efforts. 2nd down and 10. Bernarding looks to throw all day. Bernarding throws a ball and overthrown as the pass was intended out there. For Kevin Kantz, Drexler was in on the coverage on the corner. Brings up 3rd down and 10. And now the Lions move down. The clock stops at 3 minutes. The Lions closing up the 4th championship in their 19 years. And a mix-up on the play. And Fairfield, Drazina is finally driven out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So no gain on the play, brings up 4th down. Don't forget the FFA trying to move that cider on the way out tonight when you leave. Trying to clean up the 400 gallons of cider. Enough to fill a truck. 4th and 11. Bernardi. Throws. A home run. And bad move to the Lions, as the Lions just lost 40 yards on that interception. So the Lions will have to take over now down inside their 10-yard line.
Make this split section decision right there.
So 2 minutes and 6 seconds between the Lions and their first ever undefeated season in 19 years. Their 4th FCVC crown. The senior fullback playing his final game here at home gets the call. No gain on the play. More importantly, keeps that clock running with 1.5 minutes remaining. Once again, a reminder that anyone that can stick around, help out the boosters in a quick cleanup immediately following the game would certainly be appreciated. Also, don't forget, please buy your tickets at Linesville High School this week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at the high school office. Price is $3 for next Saturday night. Drexler draws the number and Cochranton calls timeout. So the Lions will be faced with a 3rd down. I believe the Cardinals have 1 timeout remaining.
Why'd they call it timeout? They're not even going over there. They call a timeout and then they don't even go see their coach.
Number on the football banner for 1992. Once again, we'd like to wish both bands. The Lions band, of course, will be at the Halloween parade tomorrow night in Meadville, and the Cochranton band will be in Lake Erie tomorrow for a big band competition up there. So wish both of the bands good luck tomorrow. And Gillette, the ball carrier, I believe gets up a 1st down, which would even the 1st downs out at 7 apiece on the night, so it's been a fairly even played football game. Number 8 for the Lions. So the Lions have 8 first downs, the Cardinals in with 7. As we're inside the final minute. Just like to thank all the Lions supporters throughout this season, as we won't have another opportunity to do that. Might want to put down on your calendar the fall sports banquet this year will be on Sunday the 15th, since it was very difficult to know when the playoffs would be over, the 15th of November, Sunday, will be the fall athletic banquet, recognizing the athletes in cross country, football, girls volleyball, and junior high girls basketball, as well as cheerleading. So that'll be coming up on Sunday, November the 15th at the Linesville High School to recognize the fall athletes. One last plea for anyone to help after the game, picking up, cleaning up around the field, immediately following the contest. 57 seconds remaining. First down for the Lions. And the Lions are going to be content to run out the clock. Certainly a valid effort tonight by the Cochranton Cardinals. And both these teams will meet in what could be a very big football game next year down in Cardinal land. Last play of the game as Lenny McCullough downs the football, and we certainly like to congratulate the FCBC champions 1992-93, the Lions Thunder. And don't forget, tickets go on sale Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week, and the final horn goes off. Congratulations and good luck to head coach Dan McCullough, his staff, as an outstanding football game played here tonight between a fine football team and the Cochranton Cardinals, but coming up short against the champion, Lions Thunder.
I'm a little bit late. Ready? Wait. No, like this.